It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and today I have a super exciting video that I've wanted to do for ages. Okay, so if you've been watching me for a while, you will know my hatred of the letter Q. And when I saw this when I saw this photo of Frida giving me the absolute evils over the top of my iPad while I was watching YouTube, I thought I'm going to do something fun with this photo because it's a bit of a silly one. So what I am doing is I am using up as many leftover Q thickers as I can. So this video has actually got two parts. So this is part one, where I show you how I just use Qs on one layout. So this is you could use any letter, you could use the whole alphabet, whatever you want. So I've split it into two videos because it is a bit long. So first of all, I cut a piece of thick cardboard that I got from a newsagent, and I am just sticking on as many Qs as I can. Now I don't know why this isn't fast forwarded for you, so you have to watch me stick all the Qs. Oh no, who's a clever chicken? Adele is. I paused it for you, so literally all I'm doing is going through my sticker sets and sticking on thickers, because we all have thickers that we don't use. And so what I tried to do is I tried to space out the fonts, and I'm done. Yay! I tried to space out the fonts and leave the skinniest, littlest letters till last, because then I could fill in all of the tiny gaps with the little ones. So now I'm just getting some white gesso, and using a thick paintbrush, I'm just very messily painting all over the top of that so that the colors are uniform. Now, before I started sticking down the thickers, I forgot to mention that I just traced around the outside of where my photo was going to go, because I kind of like the idea of the thickers being ironically being the thickest part of the layout, and making them stand up a little bit. You could do that, or you could do the opposite and have your photo on top of the thickers. I think this would be a great strategy to just do a strip down the side of the page as well. I do want to try that. In the second part of this how to use your leftover thickers video, I show you another layout, which I think I've already done a layout share on. It rings a bell. I think I already have, where I used a strip of thickers at the top of a 12 by 12 layout. So this cardboard piece will later get stuck on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, but the reason why I did it on a separate piece is because I knew that I was going to be adding a lot of gesso, and I just felt that it needed a bit of extra support. You know, sometimes we all need a bit of extra support. So this is gesso number 2, and I found that the big paintbrush worked well because I could just literally just slop it on. And hello, Poppet. Every time I do a video, they come and see me. Hello. Sorry, distracted. So number 2, putting some more gesso, and I think I end up putting I think it's something like 5 layers maybe. In the end, I didn't really have to put that much because I do paint over the top of it anyway. This is number 3. Oh, is that me showing that 3? I think that's me showing that 3 is done. Yeah, so I ended up only doing 3. Why did I think 5? I don't know why I thought 5. So I ended up doing 3, and I'm just going through my amazing Matisse acrylic paints, and I go for a bit of an ombre. I'm liking the ombre. Poppet, why are you staring at me like that? I wish you could see the look that Poppet's giving me right now. She's sitting in a cardboard box with packaging on the lounge room floor, just staring at me like, come on, mother, let's do something fun. Stop talking to the scrappy people. Can't patch you now, Poppet. Sorry. It's been a big week. It's just late at night. So this is when I do my funnest voiceovers when when I should be sleeping. So I'm just starting off. Now, this was my first time doing a bit of an ombre with paint, and I learnt a few things. The first thing I learnt is that I'm impatient. The second thing I learnt is that you have to make sure that you get all of the little spaces when you do that section of the colour. So if you go back and try and fix up pieces of the darkest bit of colour, when you've got light bits on your paintbrush, it totally stuffs up the ombre. So I just used some of the gesso and added it to that red paint to make it a bit lighter, and I just carry on down the page. So just doing that same thing. So getting the colour that I'm working with and adding a bit of gesso, putting a bit of a stripe and trying to blend where it meets the colour beforehand so that it's a soft, is it a gradation? Am I making up words? Gradient? Gradation? Degradient? I'm making up words right now, I bet. You know what I mean. So it's a softness between one colour bit to the next colour bit. More gesso. And this is nice gesso. This is really, really thin gesso. So it's very easy to mix with this paint. Because this paint is a structure paint, it's a little bit thicker. But mixing it with the gesso is handy. So painty. If you, while you're watching some boring footage of painting, let's have a chat. So in June, if you haven't known already, I'm doing a video a day. And so this is one in my new how-to series. So every week I'm going to do a couple of how-to videos. So this one obviously is how to use your leftover thickers. And tomorrow's how-to, sneaky peek, is a bit of a storage one. That's all I'm going to say. Actually, no, I'll tell you what it is. I don't know why I can't tell you what it is. It's a bit of a how-to on how to store your project life cards, because I've had heaps of people ask me after I did my craft room, the first craft room tour, to do a closer look at how I store how I store my cards. And in my second craft room makeover, I don't think I visited them at all. I think I just pointed to where they were. So I thought that I'd take this opportunity to do a bit of an in-depth, and I actually sort through one of my partial kits and show you how I figure out which colour and topic they belong in. So stay tuned for that one. I'm going to try and have most of my videos come out in the morning, Australian time. And Saturday and Sunday videos might come out a little bit later because I probably will record them on Saturday morning. So Saturday and Sunday might be a bit later, but weekdays should be up in the morning or wherever you are. I realised someone commented the other day that my 1st of June video was actually in May where they were. So I was a time traveller. That is so freaking cool. I didn't even think of that when I was organising to do this, but I feel like I've travelled time. Yeah. Let's just ponder that for a moment. The world is really cool when it comes to things like that. Boggles my mind how you can travel from one place to another and go backwards. Okay, so pondering the really deep and meaningfuls of life. So while I've been yakking on about time travel, I just finished painting those ombre colours and dried it with my hairdryer. Whoa, we jumped ahead there. And I didn't do any layers of papering behind my photo. Papering, that's a good word, Adele, too. I just put it straight on and just added a couple of little embellishments. And I did some mixed thickers, and I said, "Oi, Frida, don't go giving me the evils." And I finally used that cute pink bunny. I think that was from the Craft Market. Yeah, Craft Market by Crepe Paper. And I'd been hoarding it for a long time. Well, like a month. That's a long time for me to hoard a bunny thing and not use it. So yeah, long time. And I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. I think I'll definitely do it again. I really like the the ombre painted look of the letters. The last one that I did that I'll show you in the next video, I just did white, but I'm really liking having a bit of color. So that's the end of the video, guys. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video, which will also be out today. And please join our new Facebook group, Scrapaholics Anonymous. The link is below, where we share all of our layouts and questions and just have a freaking good scrappy time. That should be our tagline, a freaking good scrappy time. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.